Timeline. From precision strikes to all-out war. It all kicked off about 2 weeks ago with Trump's precise attacks on Iran's top leaders. Think supreme leader and key generals wiped out in a single wave. Trump boasted that most of the candidates we had in mind are dead, turning a planned short op into endless escalation as Iran hit back hard. Was unleash one of the most powerful raids in Middle East history on Kharg Island, Iran's oil export nerve center, destroying military sites but sparing the oil rigs. For now, Iran didn't sit idle. They've blockaded the Strait of Hormuz, choking off 20% of global oil and gas flows, prompting evacuations in UAE ports and air raid sirens blaring across Israel and the Gulf. Their Revolutionary Guards launched ballistic missiles and drones in revenge, even striking neutral Arab neighbors, with their new supreme leader warning Gulf states to ditch the US or face more fire. Trump's response? Bombing videos on Truth Social and threats of total oil infrastructure annihilation if the strait doesn't reopen. As of today, March 15th, the strait remains effectively closed. Oil prices are surging, and Trump claims many countries are sending warships, though he's named zero. We've decimated Iran, he declares, pushing for Navy escorts and allied warships to blast open the strait. In a CBS interview, he floated taking over the Hormuz waterway outright to protect oil flows, warning Iran of consequences twice as severe if they mess with global supply. Tense underscore builds. Trump's strategy: decimate, deter, dominate. President Trump isn't mincing words. His playbook? Hit military targets first, like those mine-laying vessels and Kharg Island defenses, then dangle the oil hammer? I've chosen not to wipe out oil infrastructure or else. This isn't impulsive, it's calculated brinkmanship. Trump envisions a coalition forcing Iran's hand, with US strikes paving the way. But critics inside the White House scramble over stranded Americans and no exit plan as Iran's defiance turns a weeks-long initiative into indefinite war. Trump's betting his re-election swagger, fresh off 2024's win, scares Tehran into submission. But one wrong mine or missile could spike this into catastrophe. Music shifts to ominous drums, Iran's desperate counterpunch, Tehran's reeling, leadership decapitated, key island bombed, economy in freefall. Their retaliation? Blockade the strait, mines, threats, and calls for UAE port evacuations while lobbing missiles at Israel and Gulf allies. Iran's president briefly regretted hitting neighbors, but strikes continue, with Araghchi claiming massive hits on US assets. The new supreme leader's ultimatum to Gulf states: cut US ties or burn. Why so bold? Survival. With oil exports crippled, they're holding the world's energy jugular hostage, betting global panic forces de-escalation. But US strikes on Kharg, handling most of their crude, have them cornered. Revolutionary Guards vow more barrages, sirens wailing from Tel Aviv to Riyadh. It's do the strait handles 1/5 of global oil, but at what cost to blackouts in Europe? In the crossfire, pump prices hitting $7 a gallon in the US, global fallout, factories idling oil worldwide, shock and allies scrambles. Trump's calling on allies: send warships. UK, maybe Saudis, but silence so far. Gulf states, hit by stray Iranian fire, evacuate ports and beg for calm while Israel intercepts drone swarms. Economically, it's pandemonium. Stock dips, inflation fares, Trump eyeing full Hormuz takeover. Politically, his base cheers the tough talk, but Dems scream quagmire, and stranded Yanks demand evacuations. China and Russia watch gleefully, whispering arms to Iran. This isn't regional. It's a powder keg for WW3 vibes. Quick table read option, pause music for overlay. Impact breakdown. Oil prices surging 50% plus globally. US military. Kharg strikes, Navy escorts prepped. Gulf states, port evacuations, stray hits. Global allies. Trump begs warships, muted response. Iran economy, exports halted via Kharg. Regime collapse risk. Field report SFX. Radio static, explosions distant, voices from the front lines. Trump posts strike footage. Significant bombing missions lighting up Kharg. Iran counters with missile volleys, air defenses straining. Analysts like Bremer question if countries will really ship warships. Trump says yes, reality says maybe not. Evacuees from UAE ports share chaos. Ships stuck, sirens nonstop. White House insiders admit no clear endgame. Climactic music peak. What's next? Paths to peace or peril? Trump's red line. Reopen the strait or oil rigs vaporize. Iran could fold under pressure or double down with more mines and proxies. Allies might join. Picture UK destroyers alongside US carriers, or bail, leaving America solo. Oil markets pray for de-escalation. Consumers brace for pain.